On deck for you in our MLB coverage, we'll see the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And now we go out to Los Angeles with Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, and John Kruk.
"2K Sports welcomes you to Major League Baseball. Glad to have you with us. September comes to a close. Matt Kemp, he can bring the big hit. Will he do it today? We're about to find out. It's a beautiful evening here in Los Angeles. The city lights on, Southern California, and a night game. It'll be Clayton Kershaw, the starting pitcher. And Steve, he gets into this Colorado. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, Todd
and Young's in the box. He's first up today, and we're just about ready for the first pitch. A line drive toward short. Tulowitzki able to pull that one in. Now we got a moment to look at how the Dodgers are going to shape up defensively. So, John, any individual stand out?
Well, you love.
Well, Rockies won their last game. They were able to go 2 for 2 in the short series against the Red Sox. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1. The offense came up huge for them in the victory, and a 9-run lead.
Well, and that's when you.
Hey, he's trying to steal third. That one is nailed by Rosario. Say goodbye to that one. The homer for the Rockies. That puts them up on the board. And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a 2-run shot like that.
Now for the Rockies, they've got their early lead, which is very important. If they can keep it going, it'll lead to good things happening. This puts pressure on the defense now.
Gonzalez grounds it, and Tulowitzki picks it up. So Gonzalez is set down.
A chance here to take a look at the Rockies and how they're ranking in the National League right now. Second in triples, fourth in home runs, and a pitching staff that's getting the job done, showing up in the top 5 in ERA. Pitching goes a long way to winning games, and this pitching staff's getting it done.
It's Josh Rutledge at the plate, 2 away. It was a loss last time out for the Dodgers. That series for them, they ended up losing 1-2 against the Giants in San Francisco. And Billingsley's pitch looked at for a strike, 0-1. Hey, look at that last one. Not a good game for a club that's had a few of them.
No, not the outcome they wanted, but one that they have come to expect.
Crawford will foul that one away.
Foul!
Carl Crawford looks at that one. Strike 3 call.
Well, just a great sequence of pitches. 3 good choices by the pitcher and the catcher, and he finishes them off quickly.
All pitchers love that. Those are short at-bats. You get it done in a hurry. And it's Troy Tulowitzki now.
Now, if you saw his last game, you got a chance to see that he swung the bat well in that one, picking up a couple of knocks.
Fastball in there, 0-1. He's averaged .297 lifetime off Chad Billingsley. And that's a strike. Tulowitzki will have to be careful not to be too overly aggressive here.
and you can throw the ball down to the zone with that kind of movement, it can be very effective.
And Billingsley misses outside, taken for a ball.
We started the curveball away, and it broke further away just off the plate.
The pitch. And he leaves that one alone. Troy Tulowitzki, good patience, even count. And that's inside, and he's worked it to a full count.
We'll go with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. The dive, and he's got it. What a catch. Had to lay himself out, but he comes away with it.
Well, the key isn't the catch at the end. The key is first step. He got a great jump on it, and that's what allowed him to run it down.
Here's the lineup for the Dodgers. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Every time Matt Kemp steps in the batter's box, he has a chance to impact the game of baseball, and that's all you want from your star player. Give me something every day to help our team win. Matt Kemp does that.
There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throws to first, side is retired. And a quick inning for Chad Billingsley. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And next, it'll be the Rockies getting it going. And Lynn's batting. 14th year in the majors. Kershaw with a windup. And it's fouled away. On the way. A little too eager, and he's behind 0-2.
Like fooled them right there. That two-seam fastball.
Here's the pitch. He fouls that one off. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Kemp will field, showing some hustle as he gets to it. Now a look at the staffs that have seemed unhittable this past month. The Braves, number 1. The Brewers, 2nd. Cardinals, 3rd. 4th, Cubs. And it's the D-backs. They are 5th.
Boy, these teams right here are tough to face because they just do not give up many base hits. And you've got to make the most of those hits when you get them and try to bunch them together.
And that's a base hit. Helton on board at first. Time to capitalize for Colorado right now.
Gotta love that first pitch fastball right where he wanted. He was thinking right back up the middle. Base hit the center.
Oh, Lynn stealing. And he lays one down here. And it's plucked off the field. That's one out. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get one.
He's got a shot at getting out of this now. Big timeout. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
And Young's in the box. Hit up the middle. Picked up by Ellis. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And heading to the dugout, Clayton Kershaw. His control is back now. No runs, second. Tag for a deuce in the first. And now on to the bottom half of the second. And here's Andre Ethier leading it off.
Coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out. So got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
No luck that time for Billingsley as he misses inside. Here's the 1-0. There's a ground ball. Scooped up Rutledge. That's one away.
Well, the National League has some tough teams, certainly, and here's where the Dodgers sit right now. first in doubles, second in batting average, and they're the number 2 team in batting average with runners in scoring position. A lineup that's patient. They know the pitcher's in trouble when somebody's in scoring position. They relax and come up with a clutch hit.
And it's Adrian Gonzalez. He's got the best average in the division. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. Swung on, line to right field. And that's going to be the first hit for the Dodgers. Safe at first, very late throw.
Well, that's all you can ask your hitter to do. Find a way to get on base, and he does with one out. That base hit right there. A little bit of momentum. Let's see if they can move him around and possibly score a run.
It's going to be Wilson now. Ball 1 to begin this at bat, 1-0.
Try to run that 2-seam fastball down and in. It means you want to get the ground ball. He didn't get it, though, as the hitter lays off the tough pitch.
And he swings and hits this one foul. It's fouled away.
Well, you're behind in the count 1-2. All you want to do is try to stay alive and hope the pitcher makes a mistake. He didn't make a mistake on that pitch, but he got enough wood on it just to foul it off.
2 down. It's going to be Ellis now. He carries a 365 lifetime average off the Rockies.
And it's just amazing how he can have this team's number year in and year out.
Gonzalez leading off first. Swung on, contact made, and Colvin. That's caught. Side is retired. Another fine inning for Chad Billingsley. He's off to a commanding start. And next, it'll be the Rockies getting it going. It's Dirks at the plate. And, of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Here's a look at which pitches he's thrown that have generated hits.
Well, guys, you look at that four-seamer. It's been hit 2 times.
And with 3 hits total in the game and 2 of them coming off of that pitch, you have to wonder when he goes through the lineup next time around how much he shows them that option.
And so there he is at first base, and there's still nobody out.
This is what you're supposed to do when you're leading off an inning. Figure out a way to get on base any way you can. A hit's great, a walk's great, but just get on base because now you have the potential to score runs.
Now Rosario will see what he can do as he comes to the plate. Homered back in the first inning. First pitch on the way. Grounded to Wilson. And the dive, he's up with it. And he's out at first. What an out. You knew we were going to say putt corner on this place.
There's no question about it. You've got to be scared sometimes down there with the way the ball gets on you. Great reactions, and then the accurate throw from his knees.
Oh, he's going to try to steal third. Swung on, hit sharply to first. And that'll put Gonzalez on first. And they score the run. He decides to go in feet first. Second base gets the double.
That's one of those plays you have to make the decision and commit to sliding. You don't want to get caught in between and risk an injury.
A lot harder to put that tag on a sliding player than one coming in straight up. Josh Rutledge will bat now with 1 away. Guys, this lineup making it harder and harder for the defense to see any sort of daylight.
Well, it's so early in this game, but you feel like the momentum has just slipped away from the opponent. I mean, they're not showing they can get guys out with any regularity.
And look for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be. And swung on, hit. And that's going to be a base hit for Rutledge. Gonzalez scores.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
Well, he's running, taking off for second. Hit in the air to left center. 2 away. Now a look at the Western Division race. Late going. Here's our standings board. Dodgers first place. Rockies in second spot. D-backs in third place. Giants in the fourth spot. And rounding out the list, the Padres. Rutledge on first. He's running. And oh, he's trying to steal second. There's a swing and a smash. And that will retire the side. Caught by Kemp. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand them in. Rockies on top by 4. A look at the game from Don Mattingly's perspective. He's dealing with the prospect of an offense unable to get any runs here, compounded by the performance of his pitchers, especially over the last 3 outs. And Ellis watches that one outside.
We're going to see what kind of adjustments he made with the hitting coach now, as after last game he struck out every at bat. They've got to look for more contact.
Billingsley with the windup. This one hit, and a long foul ball down the left side. The 1-1. Good moving cutter, and it's 1-2 now.
That cut fastball just ran inside on the hitter's hands. He had no chance to even get out and swing at it. Tough pitch.
And Mark Ellis watches that one go by. Count is even.
Trying to get the ground ball out. You throw that 2-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
That one fouled off by Ellis. He got the bat on that one, and Gonzalez is there. That's one down. Story of power hitting. We'll look at the long ball league leaders. The Brewers, number 1. The Reds, second. The Nationals, third. Fourth, the Dodgers. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, you know, they say that there's no defense for a walk, but there's also no defense for a ball that leaves the ballpark. And this team does it better than most any team in all of baseball. They have power throughout the lineup. Everybody in this lineup has the ability to hurt you with the long ball. You have to be very careful when you're pitching this team, but you can't put guys on base because they love to hit that big 3-run homer too.
Cutter runs in. Yikes. That just about took his head off.
Well, you have to have quick reflexes at the plate. The hitter getting out of the way there showed his reflexes.
In there from Billingsley, 1-1.
I tell you, this guy's cutter is absolutely amazing. It's got such late break and late movement that it just runs right in on the hitter and just eats him up.
Line towards third and foul. And certainly that cut fastball we're talking about, Steve, Mariano Rivera's made a living off that.
Well, no question about it. He's had a great career, and really it's glossing the juices around it to many other pitchers.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
We're going to take a look at the 12-6 curveball on the K-Cam. Well, 2 strikes on the hitter, and he came inside. He just couldn't catch up quickly enough to it. He must have been thinking away.
Carl Crawford gets to swing now with 2 away. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. Now the first pitch. Paints the lower outside corner. Call strike 1. The pitch. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Contact time for Carl Crawford. Let's take a look here at how he's been mixing up his pitches so far in this game.
I think he's throwing that 12-6 curveball just a little bit too much. I think he needs to mix things up a little bit more to make that pitch more effective.
You know, it's interesting. I don't know why. You know, the scouting report is that he goes to that 4-seam fastball for his outs. For whatever reason, he's not going there. But I think he needs to get back into that routine of what makes him successful.
He fouls that one off. Here's the pitch. Crawford looks at that one. That is a called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. No runs yet for the Dodgers. Todd Helton to lead it off. Things going his way so far. First time up, he got the single. It came off Kershaw.
And we've seen that 4-seamer hit by a couple of guys right now. You have to command it if you're going to throw it.
This one towards Ethier. Roams over, puts it away. Chance here to see the pitching staffs with the lowest ERA for the month. Number 1, the Braves. Second, the Brewers. Cardinals 3rd. The Cubs 4th. And it's the D-backs. They are 5th.
You take a look at these pitching staffs and how successful they've been limiting the opposition in runs scored. And that can go a long way to helping a team win.
And Billingsley settles in. Last time through, he had a sacrifice bunt. That's a foul ball. Oh! And that one's hit. Kemp to field. Out number 2. And Young's in the box. See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
Well, this is what he wanted to do right here. He's retired 10 batters in this game, and he's done it when he's gone 0-1 in the count. I mean, it's efficient and it's productive.
He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Well, with team winning, he's been a big part of the offense, driving in a run with a base hit, and then the home run where he got a pitch that he could drive out of the ballpark and capitalized on it.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him. About 0-1 right now.
It's hard to get the kind of action you want on a two-seam fastball up in the zone, but his location away caused it to be effective anyways.
Oh, he's on the move for third. A swing and a miss, strike three, but a chance at first. The tag, and they got him. Struck him out, and he's still going to make it down to first base.
I like Gary, they're able to capitalize on this mistake. The catcher's got to keep it in front, knock it down. Couldn't get the out. We'll see how it impacts the out.
This one swung on and driven hard. That's the second out of the runner's tagging from first. And a look at the National League wildcard standings. We close in on the end of September. In first place, it's the Nationals. The Dodgers, second place. It's the Rockies in third. In fourth place, the D-backs. In the fifth spot, it's the Reds. And for the Phillies, they are in the last spot.
Well, so many more fans still interested in their club's performance because of the wild card in the National League. With the great race they have, we've got a lot of excited baseball fans out there today.
And that will retire the side. Caught by Kemp. Another nice inning. Good work by Clayton Kershaw. He could use some run support right now. 4 runs. He's given that up over 5 innings. And the Dodgers, their turn coming up. Beautiful night. Sights and sounds of Los Angeles, Dodger Stadium. Very nice breeze coming through here. It's going to be Wilson now. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the fifth.
Rough day for Kershaw. Well, you know, he'll live to pitch another day.
Now, guys, let's check out the numbers here on balls thrown outside that strike zone. And see, he sends this one in the air towards center. And that gets down for a base hit. Here's Young stretching it.
Well, you're going to have to keep a close eye on this guy at first base. Pay a lot of attention to him because you know he more than likely has the green light. He can go at any time.
It's Dirks at the plate. Reached on an error his last time around. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Oh, here's Young. He's running. Swung on line to right center field. And it gets down. A 3-for-4 game. Good hitting job. This is a great situation for some offense.
Well, this is what you dream about. Great days like this. 3 hits now. Pretty much looks unstoppable.
Now Rosario will see what he can do as he comes to the plate. Homered back in the first inning. That one is nailed by Rosario. Goodbye home run. The Rockies, they continue to expand their lead. With that 3-run homer, they just extended their lead.
Well, for the Rockies, they've been a run machine out there, and the pitching has not had an answer to any of these at-bats, just dominating them swinging the bat.
And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. Fastball is high, 1-0. And Steve, this is point in the ball game where you are really putting it to the opposition. The long ball can do that to you late.
Well, there's no question. I mean, you give up those home runs, and it just deflates your own team. So, offense ruling the day.
It's hit foul by Gonzalez.
Absolutely. Incredible performance from Billingsley. What a competitor.
How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here. And doing the pitching, it's going to be Rex Brothers as the Rockies bring in their reliever.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, and it's hit. This one towards Gonzalez. No problem with that one. With this break, here are the teams that have been piling up the runs. Number 1, the Nationals. 2nd, the Dodgers. In the 3rd spot, the Reds. 4th, the Phillies. And we've got the Cardinals, who are number 5.
The thing I like about this team is they can hit the ball at the ballpark, they can run, they hit a lot of extra base hits, but they also are great situational hitters. And when you can execute like that offensively, you're going to see the runs on the board.
Here we go with the first pitch. This is in the air, straight away left. The catch, and he has it for the second out. It's going to be Wilson now. Grounded out last time through. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, when you swing like that at a changeup, you're very lucky you didn't hit it, or else it'd be an easy out.
The pitch. That swung on and grounded up the middle. Scooped up Rutledge. Throws on to first. Side is retired. And a frustrated line. He has to be happy with the work on the mound, especially that last inning. Insurance run, so important. that brings up Casey McGehee. He'll be the pinch hitter.
As the pinch hitter comes into the game now, it officially closes the book on this guy's day.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Now it's 2 down. And he'll go back to first. And Young's in the box. He singled and later scored in his last time up. Helton. On first. First delivery to Young. Swing liner back up the middle. And Young. Young's got himself a single.
Well, he's trying to bury that slider down at his back foot, but he stays with it. Does a good job not trying to do too much with that pitch.
It's Dirks at the plate. He singled in his last at bat. Starts him out here. There's a swing and contact. This one to Kemp. And that one's put away to retire the side. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they lead 2-1. Colorado 8, the Dodgers nothing. And if you were just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Hi. It's going to be Ellis now. Matt Belisle's going to be pitching as the Rockies bring in their reliever. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
Trying to get the ground ball out. You throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
That one fouled off by Ellis. Foul. And Ellis, another foul ball. Hit in the dirt. Scooped up Rutledge. Retiring Ellis.
Well, it's a luxury for the manager having a lefty coming off the bench like this guy. They go to him here, hoping it's the right move against the right-handed pitcher.
Smacked that one. He got her right up the middle. 2 down. And a brief moment to check out the teams with the most extra base hits. The Dodgers, number 1. The Nationals in second. Third, Mets. Fourth, the Brewers. And fifth best, the Reds.
Well, this team clearly not just going up, Gary, to make contact. They're going up to drive the ball. And that's a great approach from an offense that you like to see. And so far, they're doing it the best in the game.
Ball. Missed, ball 1. One 0 pitch is a slider. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Here's a called strike on the outer half, and it's 1-2. It's fouled off. The slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. Side gone. So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. The Dodgers unable to get on the board. And the 3-hole will be coming right up. Feel what he's thinking right now. It's a very tough game. Maybe thinking about some adjustments as we move forward. And Rosario will see what he can do as he comes to the plate. He's already homered twice in this one. Line drive, and Gonzalez takes care of that one. Called out on strikes his last time up. And starts him out here. There's a swing, line drive, center field. 2 away. It's Josh Rutledge at the plate, 2 away. He's had 1 hit, 4 times up. And on the mound, we're going to see Sam LeCure. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. And there's ball 1.
Try to run that 2-seam fastball down and in. It means you want to get the ground ball. He didn't get it, though, as the hitter lays off the tough pitch.
And that catches the outer half for a strike. Here's the 1-1. In there, it's 1-2 now. Crawford will foul that one away. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. Carl Crawford goes down and didn't even get a swing on it.
Well, good late breaking movement on that slider. Down and away, exactly where you want to pitch it. He gets the punch out.
And Troy Tulowitzki, he'll dig in with 1 away. Lifetime 1 for 3 off LeCure. The pitch. Couldn't get around in time, 0-1.
A lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
And that's a strike. Tulowitzki will have to be careful not to be too overly aggressive here. Troy Tulowitzki watching that one go by, and it's strike 3.
Well, that's what you love to see from a pitcher, setting guys down quickly, keeps that pitch count down.
1, 2, 3. Can't ask for any more efficiency than that, John.
No, an excellent pitch selection there.
So a chance here from Matt Kemp with 2 down. Hitting well this matchup, 294 lifetime against the Rockies. Here's the first pitch. And he takes one in there, 0-1.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
He deals. Well, he tries to pull back. Home plate umpire says he did. They want to challenge that, though. No go is the call, so he'll dig back in again. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
Now, our player of the game, and I don't think it's going to be a surprise. He's got our pick in this contest. What a pleasure to witness the performance today from Willeen Rosario.
Well, you know, Gary, watching him in batting practice today, you can tell that he was getting locked in, and he proved that in this one with a couple of bombs to provide all the offense this team needed for another solid win. That's how you make a statement.
When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do, but when you get this kind of offense, it's very satisfying.
Well, it also sends a message to your club and to that club that you showed up to play.
And that's going to do it for us here. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Take care.
With over 8 million broadcasts and over 600 million viewers engaged monthly, Restream is the #1 tool to increase your live audience organically. Restream enables you to create, analyze, and share your high-quality streams to over 30 different social networks at once. In this video, we'll go over all the different parts of Restream, from Restream Studio to our analytics, combined chat, events, and more. So, let's get right into it. Multi-streaming is the next step in the evolution of content creation, and Restream takes us a step further by enabling broadcasters to escape platform boundaries. Restream makes it effortless to grow your core audience across all of your existing social platforms without needing to spend extra time directing your audience to just one platform. To get started, first, create your account at restream.io. Once you land on our dashboard, you'll be able to start getting your channels added. You can choose from one of the options here in our quick select, or click Add Channel to access all of our over 30+ supported channels. Now that all of your channels are added, you can quickly begin your live stream to Restream in one of 3 ways. The first way can be accomplished by changing your existing broadcasting software to stream to Restream. The second way you can achieve this is by using Restream Events, which will allow you to upload and schedule your pre-recorded video. The final method is Restream Studio, which allows you to go live directly from your browser. So let's go check that out now. This is Restream Studio. Our studio accelerates the live streaming process by giving broadcasters everything they need in a simple to use, easy to master package. From sharing your very own graphics, overlay, and videos, to highlighting chat comments and captions on your screen. You can do it all without having to have multiple tabs open or downloading anything. Once your stream is set up, you can begin by inviting all of your live guests, along with controlling the layout and screen capture from the controls here at the bottom of the webcam. Then once you're ready, you can click the Go Live button up here on the top to instantly go live to all of your connected channels. Once you go live, you'll notice on the right-hand side of the studio is our combined chat, which will automatically grab all of your audience's comments from all of your connected platforms and filter them into this convenient location. As I mentioned before, you can click these chat comments to make them appear on screen, or you can reply directly to your audience from this chat box here at the bottom. However, if you're not using Restream Studio, you can still access our chat directly by heading to chat.restream.io. Using this option, you can jump into our settings panel and grab yourself an overlay for your broadcasting software. Adding this overlay enables your audience and your replays to be engaged in the conversation. Once you're done with your live stream, you'll find the recording of your live stored here in our storage area, provided you're on one of our paid plans. From here, you can easily download and share the audio to an external editor such as Descript for your podcast, or download the full video without any worry over external copyright systems. You can also hover over your recordings and click Schedule. This will allow you to reshare this content to your audience later or on a different platform. Once you click that, you'll instantly swap over to a new page. And welcome to Restream Events. Aside from scheduling pre-recorded videos that you've uploaded, or from your previous recordings, you can also create events across all of your social media platforms here. Scheduling your streams ahead of time gives you a massive boost to the amount of engagement and views you'll get per platform, as your audience will have the ability to set a reminder to be alerted as soon as you go live. Finally, it's time to drill into your stream performance with Restream Analytics. Analytics gives broadcasters the ability to see exactly how their content performs across all of their social media channels at once, from engagement to common chat phrases and much more. This tool will allow you to tailor your streams to your audience, seeing at a glance what works and what isn't working. And that's it. You're ready to become a Restream master. I've been Randy from Restream, and thanks for checking out this video.
We've got a good one coming your way. It's the Colorado Rockies against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Only on 2K Sports.
The National League Baseball Los Angeles Dodgers looking to win one at home. Matt Kemp, he can bring the big hit. Will he do it today? We're about to find out. 2K Sports presents our MLB broadcast. So glad you're there. And we're going to see Zach Greinke as the starting pitcher. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Colorado lineup.
Got a good right-hander on the mound and a good lineup that he's facing right here. It's going to come down to execution on either side to see who prevails.
Let's take a moment here to look at the Rockies lineup. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, Todd Helton was one of the best hitters in baseball in the prime of his career. But now nearing the end of his career, it's been a struggle for him. Let's see if he can break loose today with some hits.
And Young's in the box. It was a loss last time out for the Dodgers. So after dropping game 1 of 3 in this series, they'll be trying to notch one against Colorado. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Greinke, 0-1. Looking at that outing, they were taken to the cleaners.
Well, the cleaners, then they got dried up too. 8-run loss.
Swing and lined up the middle. And he's on. That's a nice way to jumpstart your offense. We'll show you how the Dodgers are lined up around the field. Particular standouts here, John?
Well, a guy who doesn't have great arm strength is Carl Crawford, but what he lacks in arm strength, he makes up with great speed. He's a wide receiver playing left field. That's how much ground he covers in the outfield.
Here goes Young. Line drive fouled off towards first. He's running, heading for second. And he fouls off another one. Oh, he's trying to steal second. Swinging a drive, deep left center. Kemp will field. That looks like a single. Young headed for third.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it, get a good part of the bat on the ball, and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit when you're behind in the count. You just want contact, and he got it. And Carlos Gonzalez stands in. Batting 3 for 9 lifetime off Zach Greinke. Chased one that time, nothing in one.
But one of the more difficult pitches to hit in all of baseball is that backdoor.
Gonzalez grounds it, and it's in there. Gonzalez credited with a ribby. And a second run is in. 2-run single on that one.
Well, this is where an inning can get away from you. You've got to have somebody to make a pitch or make a play.
And Rosario will see what he can do as he comes to the plate. And this could be a turning point in this ballgame, guys. Getting that edge so important, and they've done it here.
Well, this game may very well turn out to be a high-scoring game. First inning, we've already got good production.
You know, the story for... Oh, there goes Gonzalez.
Oh.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line. That's one away. Now a look at the Western Division race. Late going. Here's our standings board. It's the Rockies in first. In the second spot, it's the Dodgers. In third place, it's the D-backs. Giants in the fourth spot. Oh, and there goes Gonzalez. At the belt, the 1-0. A swing and a ball hit high and deep. Down the line and right. Off the wall. Gonzalez is heading home. And he crosses the plate all the way from first base. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
Well, you talk about a guy who put a great swing on an unbelievable pitch. Low and in the strike zone, exactly where the catcher wanted it, but the hitter just beat him on that one.
And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Greinke, 0-1. And taking a look here, the pitch types that he's thrown today that have yielded hits.
But you take a look at his changeup. That pitch has been hit twice already.
Well, you can definitely feel for him right now. A lot of runs up on the board here in the first inning. And command.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And another hit. They're really gunning right now. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double.
Gotta love the base running right there, Gary. Very nice on his part. You thought he might stop at first, but he legged it in for a double.
That's the kind of play that wins some ball games. I mean, it's always risky. You make the out and everybody goes, why'd you do that? But you're successful in it, who knows? You ignite an inning.
And you're right. We've seen plenty of guys try to do it, stretch it, and get thrown out, but he didn't right there, and now he's in scoring position.
Here's the delivery. Swings, hits this one. It's going to be fielded by Ethier. 2 away. Runners on the move. And Helton comes home. Take a look at the teams who are leading the way in the home run department. Number 1, the Brewers. Second, the Reds. The Nationals third, the Rockies fourth, and number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Obviously, a lot of power in this lineup. You see where they rank in the leaders in home runs. That means they've got a number of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark.
It's Josh Rutledge at the plate, 2 away. Well, this may be one of those games where everybody comes to the plate and everybody gets on.
Well, guys, we've seen him string together a great at-bat after great at-bat, and that's why this production's been so impressive.
And Crawford puts that away to retire the side. Now that's the kind of first inning you want. Big early runs. Colorado leads it 4-0. Michael Pineda is going to be pitching. He'll be starting this one for Colorado. Steve, what do you think his strategy is going to be against this Dodger lineup?
For Michael Pineda, one of the
Shot towards the hole. Young dives, gets it. Throws in time to first. What a play. In fact, he had a dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate.
Now let's take a look at the lineup for the Dodgers. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, every time I watch Troy Tulowitzki play, I am in awe of the things he can do on the field. You just don't see players that physically big that can play the shortstop position with such grace as he can.
Pineda with the delivery. Tulowitzki makes contact, fouled off. Lined up the middle, picked up by Young. 2 away. Now let's take a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively.
Gary, I think the main focus for this club is defense right now. Make the plays behind the pitchers. Don't force them to try to miss bats.
So a chance here from Matt Kemp with 2 down. He's a slugger. He's on that list of the top 5 in homers. Deep to left field. And that's out number 3. And a quick inning for Michael Pineda. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And next it'll be the Rockies getting it going. Bottom of the order to get things started. Beautiful night. Sights and sounds of Los Angeles, Dodger Stadium. Very nice breeze coming through here. Pineda in the box. He's going to get us started. Second inning. Accardo will be coming on to take over on the mound. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. And a strike starting the second here. It's 0-1. Swings to the 0-1 pitch. Can't hit it. Strike 2. He had a 2-run single in his last appearance. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1. That's a strike, and it's 0-2, and time for Carlos Gonzalez now to protect a little bit. Here's the pitch. And that one swung on and missed by Carlos Gonzalez.
Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
Here's one hit very well deep. Kemp will field. And there's the third out. So they can't push any across here in this. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's Andre Ethier now. He'll start the home half of the second. 0-1 the count. Getting going here in the bottom of the second. Pineda with the delivery. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. As he drops back and puts it away. Right now we have our league leaders in on-base percentage. There you see Gonzalez. He's 4th.
Well, it's very simple. If you don't get on base, you don't score runs. Well, this guy gets on base often, and every time he steps up to the plate, he has a chance to get on base more often than not, and it makes it so valuable to a team to have a guy who's not afraid to take a walk, but he can also hit the ball in gaps and score a lot of runs.
There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throw in the dirt. He is safe at first. And a look at the National League wild card standings. We close in on the end of September. Nationals in first place. In the second spot, it's the Dodgers. D-backs in third place. Hut shot towards the hole. Safe at first. Very late throw. Great chance here for Los Angeles.
Well, when the hitter stepped up the plate, the last place he expected to get a hit from a pitch was one inside off the plate. How he swung at it, how he got the bat on it, unbelievable job. No one will know that. Good job of hitting.
That's inside. Ellis watches it. He carries a 365 lifetime average off the rock. Hit in the dirt. This a great situation for some offense.
Well, now he's coming up to the plate with the bases loaded. You see that single right there, Gary. Loads up the bases, and he's got to make this pitcher work. A lot of pressure now on the pitching. He's got to look for a pitch to drive.
Ellis is the batter. Steve, you got to like the odds right here. You get that base hit, and all of a sudden this game changes.
Now, if he hits one over the ball, too, it completely changes the complexion of this game.
They've had to battle back. Here's a chance to get the lead. And a ground ball to Helton. Out at the plate. Your team leaders for batting average with runners in scoring position. The Giants, number 1. The Dodgers in second. In the third spot, the Reds. 4th, the Phillies. And at number 5, it's the Cubs.
Well, anytime you're near the top of the list, hitting with runners in scoring position, you know you have a special group of players. It's not just one guy carrying the load. It's everyone contributing, and that's why you're going to get a lot of wins and a chance to get in that postseason.
And it's picked up. Throw on to second base, forced play, side retired. And so Michael Pineda heads to the dugout. He's off to a commanding start. And next, it'll be the Rockies getting it going. Todd Helton to lead it off. Double homer run in his last at bat. The first pitch. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And that one is in there, his second hit today.
A peek back over the last month. Here's the numbers for Todd Helton. Third in doubles, third in walks, and he's also ranked third in RBIs, pointing to his ability to deliver in the clutch and not get affected by any of the pressure when he goes to the plate.
It's LeMahieu at the plate. He singled his last trip. Here's the first pitch. And it goes foul. Foul! Foul! And another foul ball. A bouncing ball to shortstop. And he scoops it up. Gets one at second. Back to first. Not in time. 1 and 2. Won't get it.
Well, they get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
Now batting one down, Tyler Colvin.
Now he tuned into the game last night.
He's running. And that one's hit. Kept to field. 2 away.
A chance here to take a look at the Rockies and how they're ranking in the National League right now. Second in triples, third in ERA. They also show up in the top 5 in home runs in their league.
There he goes for second. Oh, there he goes for second. Swung and a fly ball. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. And this rolls all the way to the wall. And he scores from first. And Pineda's batting. So with this offensive thrust, they extend the lead, and they are making it much more difficult for any sort of comeback.
Well, what else could go right for them offensively, guys? They expand the lead and are doing.
And the runner's breaking from third. This one's grounded near third, foul. And he's breaking for the plate. Uh-oh, here we go. Getting a little too exciting now for the defense. And he is out at the plate. I don't know if the batter missed or signed. Leadoff hitter Carl Crawford. First pitch on the way. Swing and a liner to right center. And that's going to be a base hit for Crawford. So that brings up Troy Tulowitzki.
Now we get a little chance here to check out Carl Crawford, the year he's having, and how it compares to everybody else. 7th in triples, 7th in walks, and he's also ranked to the top 15 in doubles.
He got the bat on that one, and Gonzalez is there. One away now. Matt Kemp has a runner on first here. He's the leader in home runs and RBIs on the ball club. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. That's the second out, and that will hold him at first. Chance here for Andre Ethia with 2 down. Crawford's your runner at first. And the first pitch. He swings and drives this one. And Gonzalez, that's caught. Side is retired. Boy, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. The Dodgers unable to get on the board. And Pineda's batting. And the confidence we are seeing here palpable. This lineup able to figure out effective ways to score and keep scoring. Can't wait long enough for that one, and he starts out with a strike.
When you're already falling behind like this, you cannot continue to allow your other team to get base runners. You'll never. Gary, he's allowed a boatload of runs in this game. That really, his last walk was only his 3rd walk so far today.
That swung on, hit on the ground. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Well, 2 hits the last game, and you can see he was getting a little confidence as that game went on, and he's carrying it into this one with another good start.
It's Dirks at the plate. For his team, he's number 2 in hits. And the first pitch. Oh, my, is he wild right now? That could be trouble. Safe at third, just ahead of that throw. And so the defense unable to get it done.
Well, listen, it's all about advancing base runners in the game. You got to make plays defensively, but that error cost him, and he came out of his hand wrong, and the ball sailed on him.
And that's another foul ball.
Well, the last thing you want to do in this situation is strike out. But with an 0-2 count, your chances are pretty good that you will strike out. But this defensive approach will keep him alive.
There's one. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double. And there's going to be more tomorrow afternoon. In Chase Field, we'll see the D-backs. They will be hosting the Washington Nationals. The action gets started at 4 Eastern. And Young's home. And right behind him, the second run. There's the throw. And there's one. And Rosario will see what he can do as he comes to the plate.
Boy, with so many runs here, this thing is getting away from him. It's turning into an absolute rout, Gary.
First pitch of the AB. Now swinging a shot toward second. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. They pick up a couple of runs. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Adrian Gonzalez, He's got the best average in the division. And Pineda misses outside. It is taken for a ball.
One thing they know they can count on in this lineup is his bat. He has been so consistently good.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Just off the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
Okay, into the fourth inning right here now. They've gotten 3 hits in this one, so they've had a few base runners, but they haven't been able to.
There's contact. He drove it well. And Gonzalez didn't have a problem getting over there in time.
Well, the National League has some tough teams, certainly, and here's where the Dodgers sit right now. First in doubles, second in batting average with runners in scoring position, and they're the number 2 team in slugging percentage, which goes a long way to driving in runs because it allows you to drive in runners from first base instead of just when they're in scoring position.
It's going to be Wilson now. He's 1 for 1 so far. First pitch to him. Smacked that one. He got it right up the middle. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with 1 out,
He got the bat on that one, and Gonzalez is there. 2 away. Moment to check out the teams creating the most offense. The Nationals, number 1. The Reds, second. The Dodgers, third. Phillies, fourth. And in that 5 spot, it's the Giants.
The thing I like about this team is they can hit the ball at the ballpark, they can run, they hit a lot of extra base hits, but they also are great situational hitters. And when you can execute like that offensively, you're going to see the runs on the board.
And Ellis settles in, first pitch. No luck that time for Pineda as he misses inside. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. How's he doing?
And mixing up your pitches, to me, he's throwing way too many changeup. He's become reliant on it.
Guys, the other thing I'm noticing, and maybe this is intentional, but he hasn't gone to the 4-seam.
Ellis hits this one. Rutledge dives. Oh, what a catch. And he's aboard easily. Great chance here for Los Angeles.
Well, the pitcher did everything he could right here. He got the ground ball like he wanted. But you see this runner, man, once he left the box, he is flying, and he beats this one out.
And in the batter's box, Accardo. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it's going to be Colvin. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Rockies still protecting this lead. And it's Todd Helton at the plate. He's our first batter here in the 5th. And gets set for the first pitch. Grounded to Gonzalez. And through for a base hit. 3 for 3 on that one. He's going to try to stretch it.
A peek back over the last month. Here's the numbers for Todd Helton. 3rd in doubles, 3rd in walks, and he's also ranked 3rd in RBIs, pointing to his ability to deliver in the clutch and not get affected by any of the pressure when he goes to the plate.
It's LeMahieu at the plate. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. The pitch, swung on, grounded towards the hole. That's 1 out. And there's 2. Gonzalez in the double play. Colvin's in the batter's box. Here it comes. Can't connect. It's 0-1.
Okay, the only way you're going to get back into this ball game is if. Okay, that's his 4th walk we saw right there. I mean, the runs are starting to pile up. Clearly, he's got some command problems, just not hitting the spots.
And this is hit in the air, foul down the left field line. And that's going to do it. Tulowitzki's there. Let's see how this one matches up to what Don Mattingly would hope for. And some good pitching last inning. He now hopes to get the necessary offense going, get him going in the right direction. And it's Kyle Crawford at the plate. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Strike 2 call in the hole, 0-2.
But Gary, they've only left a couple runners on base offensively so far through the middle part of this ball game, and they're going to have to give themselves more opportunities to see if they can't come up with that big base hit. That's just not enough offense.
Crawford will foul that one away. A swing line to left center. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. The throw. And safe at second. No problem.
Now we get a little chance here to check out Carl Crawford, the year he's having, and how it compares to everybody else. 7th in triples, 7th in walks, and he's also ranked to the top 15 in doubles. That ability to drive the ball, but also hustle to extend doubles from singles.
And he takes a called strike. See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
You want your pitchers to be aggressive and go at the hitters and work ahead in the count. And first pitch strike's the way to do it. Well, in this game, he's retired 8 hitters after he's gone to an 0-1 count.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That's one away. And he looks that runner back to second base. With a runner in scoring position, here's Matt Kemp, his team leader in RBIs and great production. Here we go with the first pitch. Swung on, and it's hit. This one towards Gonzalez. Now it's 2 away. Here's a look at teams getting it done on our league leaderboard. The staffs that have the lowest ERA. Number 1, the Braves. Cardinals in second. In third, the Rockies. Fourth, the Phillies. And it's the D-backs. They are fifth.
Well, how fun would it be to be able to play behind a pitching staff as good as this one that doesn't allow teams to score a lot of runs? One of the best teams in baseball with their ERA.
Near first. And he will take it himself for the out. What an individual effort. They pick up no runs on one hit and leave a man at second. No runs yet for the Dodgers. Bottom part of the order will get their chance off it. You're just tuning in. Hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch. Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K.
They had 2 hits in the game last night, looking to add to that today and trying to contribute to his club's success.
Young makes contact, fouled off. There he goes towards second. Swing and a line to left. And he gets it down. That's his 3rd hit, 3 for 3.
Well, someone showed up today. He came up big time today for these guys. Look at the swing. Confident, relaxed, one of the sweetest going.
It's Dirks at the plate. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 now. That's a foul ball. Oh, he's on the move for third. Towards center field. That's 1 away. Runners on the move. Carlos Gonzalez comes up, 2 runners on. He doubled home a couple in his last at bat. Starts him out here. And that one's hit. Kemp to field. 2 down. And Rosario will see what he can do as he comes to the plate. That's swung on and a liner here. And he can't make the play. This could be trouble. And around third on his way home. And he will score from second base. And Young scores as well. Probably thinking about the matchups here as we check the bullpen. Left-handers throwing.
Oh, that's right. I think they're getting him loosened up to face the hitter in the on-deck circle.
And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Well, a great piece of work right there to get that double and put himself in scoring position. He got a fastball and took a good rip at it. Nice, short, compact swing.
And it's Todd Helton at the plate. Oh, it looks like we've got an injury here. He's going to have to leave the ball game. He's a perfect 3 for 3 in the ball game. Swings, hits this one. It's going to be fielded by Ethier. And that's going to do it in this half inning. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand them in. Colorado, they are in the zone, tacking them on. Satisfied manager, I think, right now. He's got the ball club in a pretty good spot. And Adrian Gonzalez up. There's a swing and a ground ball. One away. It's going to be Wilson now. Steve, let's take a look at his pitching performance.
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because they just cannot seem to stay behind the ball. They keep hitting the top of the ball.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now.
Boy, good pitching, good defense. They're getting it done today, and obviously limiting this offense, keeping them off the board. Only 3 guys left on base the entire game.
Swing and a miss, slider, 2 down.
Oh, pretty healthy break, 88-mile-per-hour breaking ball. Now he helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
It's going to be Ellis now. He flew out his last time up. Swung on, contact made, and Colvin. And that's going to do it in this half inning.
Now he's bringing it today. He's got control of every one of his pitches, keeping the hitters off balance the entire game. They just can't seem to find any answers.
Rockies, 9. The Dodgers, nothing. Due up 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. It's LeMahieu at the plate. He'll start things off here in the 7th.
Now, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here.
Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. The first pitch. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. That's 2 gone. And they get 2. Great double play. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. 7th inning stretch time at Dodger Stadium. A look at the game from Don Mattingly's perspective. The thoughts of a manager, one can only speculate, but at this point, you got to believe he's got some words. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And the catch by Rutledge.
Well, he's pitching with a lot of confidence out there right now. He's been very efficient with his stuff. A hard guy to beat when he's locked in, and he's clearly locked in today. Well, not hard to understand this one, Gary. You're going to bring in the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Hopefully a guy who can come up with a big hit.
And Pineda's pitch is too low. That will be taken for a ball.
Well, what an outstanding effort by the pitcher today. I mean,
swung on, hit in the air to right center. And Gonzalez takes care of that one.
Now he's been having this lineup guess the entire game right now. He's out thinking them and out pitching them. He's continuing to be sharp the entire game.
Here are some of the hottest pitching staffs in baseball. Lowest opponent batting average this month. Number 1, the Braves. Brewers 2nd. Cardinals 3rd. The Cubs 4th. And it's the D-backs. They are 5th.
You look at those low opponents' batting averages, and it really points to the fact how...
Swing liner back up the middle. And it gets down. A 3 for 4 game. Good hitting job. So that brings up Troy Tulowitzki.
Well, this is good as I've seen him. 3 hits in this game with this last one. Now we'll see if they can bring him around with just 1 out.
Flew out last time. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. Here comes Crawford for the plate. And he's in there. Tremendous base running.
Well, the shutout broken up right there, but I tell you what, no shame in the performance he's given in this one. He's been outstanding.
Matt Kemp looking to knock in a run. Well, they're making a stab at it. Trouble is they've got a big mountain to climb.
Well, yeehaw, they got something going here finally, but boy, they're still way behind. Yeah, that's the country coming out in me. I'm from the south side of it.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And he gets it down after coming up empty in this ball game. Finally gets one going his way. And the run comes in.
Clearly, he's starting to wear down out there. 3 straight hits against him. He doesn't have the velocity or the bite on his pitches that he had earlier in the game.
And Andre Ethier to bat. And for this offense right now, something to be positive about. They just don't want to take a good look at the scoreboard. Ball! No luck that time for Pineda as he misses inside.
They're moving a little bit closer right now, Gary. It's what they need to do if they're going to try to come back in this game. Get base runners on, and they picked up 2.
Swung on. That's going to be hit foul. Long fly ball left side. 1-1 pitch, a fastball. Cut on, missed. 1-2.
He looked really out of sync on that swing. Swung late. Looks like he wasn't anticipating the fastball.
Now Hernandez sets the target. This is popped down the right field line. Should be room. And at first I was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away. And Pineda now with the count 1-2. And he fouls another one off.
Well, it's so important if you're the pitcher when you have 2 strikes on the hitter and you're ahead in the count, not to just throw something down the middle he can get a good hack at. That pitch was up.
And a ground ball to Helton. And he'll step on first to retire the side. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. L.A. finally getting some help at the plate. Still a ways to go. And Pineda's batting. He's going to get us started 8th inning.
Well, this is a good move. Move right here. You're bringing in the better defensive player. Defense helps you win games.
And doing the pitching, J.P. Howell. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
Well, you don't have to be a hard thrower to be an effective relief pitcher. J.P. Howell's living proof of that. He throws a fastball in the mid-80s, but while he gets hitters out is he has a devastating knuckle curve, that big 12-6 breaks that get a lot of hitters swinging over top of it.
He's driven home 4 so far. And he throws the first one. Nice, shatters his bat, a line drive. Decides not to try for the double play, hangs on to it. And Ramon Hernandez up. 1 for 2 lifetime against J.P. Howell. The pitch. Smack that one. Long fly ball, but it's a foul to the left. And that one's hit. Kemp to field. And he's there to retire the side. They give 2 men in scoring position. And Adrian Gonzalez to lead it off. Grounded out his last time up. Joe Kelly's going to be pitching. He's been brought in to take over for the Rockies. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. Called strike, 0-1.
Well, the key right now is base runners. Get guys on base. Hope you get that big inning to try to break this open and see if you can't catch up a little bit.
Strike 2. Gonzalez. He's got to be careful here.
Tough spot for the hitter. Down 0-2. You got to protect right now.
Big swing and a miss for Adrian Gonzalez. Strike him out.
K-Cam gives us another angle at looking at that power curveball. Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
1 out. Hanley Ramirez is up. Lifetime, he's hit 2 for 7 off Kelly. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Look, Gary, with 1 out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
Misses for a ball to even things at 1.
Well, changing speeds, trying to get the hitter out in front with his curveball, but it's something that could lead to a problem if you leave it inside.
Strike 1-2.
Now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I'm looking for him to go to the curveball and try to punch him out.
Here's the pitch. Good patience. Hanley Ramirez letting it go by. Count is even. Swing and a drive. Deep left center. That's going to one-hop off the wall. He throws. He's safe without a play. The slide, and he is in there, safe. This one was all about speed as he went diving into the bag.
Well, he goes diving into the bag, and I'm not sure whether he meant to do it or he was just out of gas, and it was a lunge to get in safely.
And Fedorowicz is batting. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. Head up the middle. Oh, wow, that was close right there. He just managed to get out of the way. And Ramirez is home.
I think that pitch right there just got away from him. 0-1 pitch, threw it right down the middle of the plate. Not a good location.
And you'll get hurt, John, pretty much any time you do that. That's the kind of mistake you have to limit.
Absolutely. We'll have to see how he handles this next batter.
And it's Mark Ellis at the plate. Progress, they're happy to see it, but they've got swung on and hit this one to Gonzalez. Now it's 2 down. Take a moment to take a look at the teams with the most extra base hits. The Dodgers, number 1. The Nationals in 2nd. In 3rd, the Mets. 4th, the Brewers. And 5th best, the Reds.
Well, this team clearly not just going up, Gary, to make contact. They're going up to drive the ball, and that's a great approach from an offense that you like to see, and so far they're doing it the best in the game.
Ground ball headed for the middle. Throw in time forces him at 2nd for the 3rd out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits and leave no one on. LA finally getting some help at the plate. Still a ways to go. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And that one's hit. Kemp to field. 1 away. It's LeMahieu at the plate, and he bounced out his last time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. There's a swing and contact. This one to Kemp. That's 2 gone. So with 2 outs in the inning, here's Tyler Colvin. He doubled at his last appearance. And it's Blackman at the plate. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
That was such a big lead right here, Gary. They're just trying to rest some of the regulars and get some at-bats to keep the bench players fresh.
This one's bounced up the middle. Picked up by Gonzalez. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now,
great game his club has put together. Things have gone really well. Leadoff hitter Carl Crawford. Singled and scored his last time around. And out on the mound, we've got Brad Lidge. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Johnny's facing this Dodgers lineup today. What's on his mind?
Well, the question is, which Brad Lidge is going to show up in this one? At times, he can be very dominant.
A shot up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Crawford. So that brings up Troy Tulowitzki.
And you can't help feeling good for this guy. I mean, 4 hits in a game doesn't happen often. When it does, you got to love it.
He doubled and later scored in his last go-around. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
It'll be Wilton Lopez doing the pitching. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Here's the pitch. He strikes out Troy Tulowitzki. A swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout. That one could make a difference in this ball game, judging from our WPA chart. Matt Kemp has a runner on first here. He's had one hit 4 times up. Here we go with the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Rutledge for 1 and 2. They got both of them that time.
Well, Jerry, the Rockies showed up to play today, did what they needed to do, and able to take the win.
Now it's time to present our player of the game. Great performance. What a chance to watch a tremendous game from Carlos Gonzalez.
And a lot of these times you get multi-hit games, but they really don't mean anything. This one, though, was very important because everything he did constituted them scoring runs. He set the table, he scored runs, and that's why he's our player of the game.
When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do, but when you get this kind of offense, it's very satisfying.
Well, it also sends a message to your club and to that club that you showed up to play.
Thanks for being with us today. We hope you've enjoyed 2K Sports Major League Baseball. We wrap it up. I'm Gary.